other stuff I got to turn on all at one time. And then Bridges Live is popping on into the podcast. So I got this week, I think I just got it. We're going to have guests all week. Yesterday I had Dr. Shaniva from India. She was amazing. And then today I have a brother from a different mother on with me, and we are going to go music live, right? We're going to go talk about music and how it heals, because ultimately I'm going to wait till Facebook pops on Instagram, and then I'm going to repeat it again through Periscope and then also YouTube Live. So you just bear with me just a little bit while this pops on. Here you go. Oh, let's see if it's on now. You Instagram people, you always get the first of the everything, you know what I mean? I just got to turn you cameras on first, so you guys are always on. Yes. How you doing? I am Dr. Paul. Welcome to The Healthy Mind. Every morning at 7 a.m., you visit with me and I get you going to the world of, we were talking about the minds, but this week, yesterday, we had Dr. Shaniva from India, and she was talking about the healing arts and what we're going through and sharing the connection. And of course, you can always listen to that live again on my YouTube channel, Dr. Paul Dyer Grandmaster Live, and you can pick up the show, or you can also pick it up on iHeart and iTunes Radio, which is the podcast channel, or if you pick it up on the Instagram and all the social medias. But so today I have a brother from a different mother on, Julian. He's behind me, as you can see the work here. So what's so beautiful about Julian is that he is not just talented, the guy is smart. You know, some people may think that just because you're talented, you're not smart. But yet, Julian's got both, and he's blessed by the heavens above, man. You know, and I think that's important, because he had said something before we even got on air about God actually puts you in a place where you need to be. And Julian, before I play some of your clips, welcome yourself onto the show and speak up so people can hear you. Go ahead, Julian.
Hello, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. My name is Julian Vasquez. I live in the Bronx, New York City.
Bronx, the Boogie Down, baby.
The Boogie Down Bronx, absolutely. And I'm happy to be here on your show, Doctor, and looking forward to this segment of your show, and looking forward to bring a lot of positivity, a lot of great discussions, and so forth, and just to contribute to this show for healthy mind, healthy soul, everything healthy.
You know, one of the things that we know that music is a lot of things, and let's go with this. Let's go with, what type of artist would you say you are? Would you say you're a Latino artist, or you're just an artist and you just do it all?
Well, Latino artist is my main focus, as I have my own orchestra,
yes.
Salsa band, Julian Vasquez, El Diamante de la Salsa. And you can see all my videos on YouTube and so forth. We perform in many clubs in the city. We have songs on iTunes, and basically Latin mm-hmm. stuff. But I also do other videos where I incorporate my daughters, which involves some comedy, some funny moments with my daughters, and I have my daughters sing. My eldest daughter Valentina, she's a singer, and I've recorded her on my video. So I have a lot of good family friendly stuff on my YouTube channel.
You know, speaking of daughters, I know people had I mentioned earlier last week, but I had a daughter who was about to give birth, and she did, and she's home now. So she had a baby girl. Please put your prayers. Yeah. So that's my 7th grandchild. Yeah. Old man 7, right? And
God bless you.
And the baby's name is Harmony. So, you know, her name is Hope, and she had Harmony. And you look at that in context with her naming, Hope is naming Harmony, and it really is a musical note right there, you know what I mean? To stay on the theme of, because hope brings harmony.
That's right. That's right.
And if we don't have hope, we'll never have harmony. So I want to play a quick clip here of this song that I absolutely love. I hope you guys enjoy it.
My cat is complaining. He's not allowed to have some fun. If wherever that he goes.
That is so awesome. My cat is complaining. Tell us about that. What's going on? How? Because I know you have what you call quarantine music. So what was all that about?
Well, that's part of my quarantine music productions. It's actually sort of like I did a sort of like a spoof type video, and it's catching on. It's kind of like it's going viral. And what it is, the song is called El Ratón, which is in English is the rat, and it talks about a person who rats you out.
Oh.
Like a friend of yours rats you out to your wife.
Right.
The cat wants to escape the home. He wants to. He's jumping over the fence. He needs to get away because he wants to go and party. But his kitty cat, which is his wife,
yeah,
she always has him on the run. Yes, she's after him. But there's always one individual who happens to be a friend of yours who's ratting you out to your wife. So, and it's actually an old Fania all-star hit record called El Ratón, which was sang by Cheo Feliciano, may he rest in peace. Fantastic singer. You and I have a mutual friend, Ellis Pacheco, who his dad is the main maestro of the Fania All-Stars.
I know.
So,
when you talk about growing up with Ellis and knowing Johnny Pacheco, you talking about as a child, you don't know how historic this man was until you grow up and you're like, good Lord, Johnny. And he was just so cool. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm fortunate that I've met Ellis and he's a great friend of mine and so forth. I've seen his dad perform many times. I wish I had the opportunity to have met him in person. But growing up in the South Bronx in New York City and traveling and then living in Puerto Rico for half of my life, the Fania All-Star music, that salsa music, all that folkloric music was instilled in me since I can remember. And it's great stuff. So that has influenced a lot of the stuff that I do now. So I created this song. I took the first half of the song and just converted into English, translated into English, and then did the remainder of the song back into Spanish, and then put in clips of a cat.
I do want to remind people, if you have any questions for Julian, that you can ask it in your comment section on your Instagram or your YouTube or your... sometimes I get a little bit on YouTube and Facebook. So I also want to try to go back here, and I got another song I want to play that. Let's see if it pops up here. I'm going to go back to his YouTube page, and there's a song that you have on the beginning of your YouTube on your oh my God, your website, your website.
Oh, jvazmusic.com.
Yeah, it's a song that you play that it pops up right away, and I want to give people the name of your website so while I look for this and search for this.
Oh, absolutely. You can find my information on my website, which is jvazmusic.com. That's J for Julian, V for Victor, AZ for Zebra, music.com. There you're going to see all of my videos, my pictures, my performance schedule, and so forth, and videos again. And I have a new release coming out this year. You will also see my my other release that I've put out last year, all along my music label, which is JVaz Music Productions. You'll see all the details there on my website, jvazmusic.com.
I am having the dickens of a time. I see here, this is one with you and your daughter in the car. Let me see. Is that it? No.
Yep. And my daughter sings a lot of soulful music. She's got a great voice.
I should have been able to cue this up a lot better, but I didn't, and I apologize.
Well, that's okay.
Well, let's get back to you.
Folks can go and people can go and check it out on YouTube as well. Julian Vasquez, El Diamante de la Salsa.
I'm gonna, when all this is over, where people can actually click on the link and watch the live, I'm gonna make sure that your webpage and your YouTube page is in the link, so then people can follow you there on the Instagram and on your YouTube and in your Facebook page. So let's talk about, I wanted to contact you also. This quarantine has gotten people kind of down. And you were outside yesterday doing your exercises. Let's tell people how you stay focused with your music production. Are you writing? Are you what is keeping you healthy, happy, and safe?
Well, what's keeping me sort of like my mind, I would say, my mind stable underneath this quarantine is, first of all, when I go outside, I make sure that I'm safe. I have my mask with me. I also have wear my gloves, my sporting gloves, in case I decide I need to do some quick push-ups and so forth. And never touching the face, and so for following all the doctor's rules. But healthy exercise. Mm-hmm. Get out there. Do some exercise, move the body, because when you're under quarantine, I found myself, I got lazy there for about a week, almost 2 weeks.
Did you gain the quarantine?
A lot of my mind scared of what's going on in the world.
Did you gain the 15 pounds like most people did, or you call it the quarantine 15 or something like that?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I could imagine I did gain a couple of pounds because all you do is what can you do? I'm home. I'm playing my guitar. I'm playing my other instruments. I'm doing other videos and I'm posting them online on Facebook, on YouTube. But I have to get out and move my body in a sense. My apartment is too small to do anything, and I don't want to disturb my neighbors. So I have to get out and move my body. So what I do. There are these stairs. Have you ever seen the picture of the Joker when he's dancing?
Yeah, absolutely.
These stairs that are in the Bronx?
Yeah.
It's a huge flight of stairs, super long. There are several of those stairs throughout the neighborhood of the Bronx, throughout where I live, sort of like near the Grand Concourse University Avenue, the Bronx. We live on sort of like on a hilltop, and to get down to the streets, you have to go down these stairs. So I decided to just adopt one of those stairs for myself and run up and down, and then after I do that about 3 or 4 times, I go take a nice 4 mile walk, and by the time I get home, I'm feeling great. The blood is pumping through my body, my heart feels good, and my mind is clear. And it's a natural high. It's wonderful.
Let me ask you something and tell people, because when people listen or watch the news. And because this is where you are, this is home for you. It used to be home for me, but it's all passing on. But tell people how the Bronx is wavering right now. How, as you walk around your neighborhood that's home for you, how is it going?
Well, I have to tell you that things are simmering down a bit. I took a look at a recent chart indicating by zip code the Bronx. How is affected by COVID-19?
Okay.
And in my zip code, there's almost about 2,000 positive cases. On my Facebook page, people that I know recently I had a good friend of mine pass away from COVID-19, and I have other people that I know that are near and dear to me that are affected by it as well. So it is hitting close to home. It is around me.
Yes. Yeah.
It's definitely around me. And when something is that close and you hear all of the negativity behind it, and I mean, it is negative because people are dying. God, I mean, what can I say? It's scary. It's scary. So that fear can lock you up into a cocoon that you don't want to go out. You don't want to take chances. But unfortunately, in life, it's all about risk, and you have to go into life or go into this new world with a higher sense of awareness. To know you have to protect yourself. Wear your mask, your gloves, but get out there, get your essentials. Be conscious of what you've touched, where have you been, and make sure that when you get home, the first thing you do is, wash your hands, sanitize yourself before anything else, before you touch anything else in your home.
I got something that, let's see, I'm going to keep you on the camera behind me, but let's see if I can get this to play.
Okay.
It is actually from your album.
Okay.
And let's get this. I think my internet's just running super slow. I got all this stuff running up, but that's okay. And let's just see if this will play real quick. Now, you want to tell us about your album, why this comes on?
Absolutely. Well, I have several productions online right now. My first album I've released was back in 2010, which is called Sonrisa Inolvidable. It's a maxi album. It's about 6 songs. Salsa music, Latin stuff. And again, Sonrisa Inolvidable, which in English is translated into Unforgettable Smile.
Okay.
Then after that, I released other singles like Batongo, which is more like a rumba dance tune, high energy type of salsa music. Also, I've released last year in 2019 a single called Tu Ausencia, Your Absence. Talks about love and the absence of someone. And I have a new single coming out this year.
Let's talk about, we said Tu Ausencia?
Yes.
Say that again so I can get the pronunciation.
Tu, T-U, tu, ausencia.
Now, how did you come up with
ausencia?
Tu Ausencia. Now, tell me how you came up with that particular song, that particular title, and why that was like. Let me put this out. Oh, here's it's going. Okay, well.
What was that?
I think this is SOYTUYO.
Soy Tuyo. That's part of the album of the Sonrisa Inolvidable album.
Beautiful. Now that was Como Lo.
Yeah, how did you do it? Como lo hiciste? Which is, how did you do it? You made me fall in love with you. I didn't want to fall in love with you. I said, you came into my life. We were supposed to be just friends, and all of a sudden, I fell in love with you. So it's like, como lo hiciste? How did you do it? So.
Most of the Spanish music or Latin music or even Caribbean music has a lot to do with romantic love. Why do you think that is?
I guess I think by nature, we're kind of like very romantic type of people. You hear the cliches, you hear the stereotypes. And walk by a Puerto Rican guy, he's all of a sudden, "Oh yeah, mommy, what's up, baby?" So I guess it's built in our nature, but we got to be careful in the Me Too movement. You got to be careful. Everything has calmed down a bit, but love songs have to live forever. Because there has to be love in this world. I
agree with that, and I think it's such a pleasure of having you on, Julio, and sharing your music with us, Julian, and sharing your family and sharing your gift. Because with the healthy mind, I had put it in my podcast. I said, we know what the mind is, and we know what the brain produces, and what its process is. But music, it starts from the heart and works its way up. It doesn't work its way down from the brain. It actually works from the vibration of the sounds, and it works its way up and out. So there's a whole different process when it comes to what music is, and you said that immensely when you're talking about, like, love is about passion, love is about sharing, kindness and things like that. And I think it's, no matter, even if it's difficult times in songs where something broke my heart or something left, it still reminds us that we could be a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And we can always, again, a lot better, and there's room for improvement to move on, correct mistakes, and express. I express myself through my music. So that's part of my therapy as to how I, proceed in this life. And I hope I can leave a positive mark in this world before, the great Lord decides to call my name and says, come on up here. You've done your job, or you've contributed positively to the world.
Before you take off here, what would you like to, I know you can't sing because it's early morning, again, your apartment is small, but what would you like to say to us, and where you, and when all this is in, you have shows that happens all through the city, and you travel a lot, and man, you're just all over the place, but what would you like to let us know?
Well, I would like to let everyone know is to, we're going to get out of this situation that we're in right now. Yeah. Everything has been canceled for now. Personally, for me, future dates and performances are still on the calendar. However, we don't know. Things change day by day, but stay focused, stay positive, get out there, move your body, do some exercise. We're going to try to eat right as much as we can, but as long as you can sort of like have your blood flow through your body, and by exercising, by thinking, meditating, and just think positively, I think we can get by this a whole lot faster. Again, I do it through my music. I do it through my exercise, my sort of in my way, what works for me. Different things works for different people. But positivity, stay focused, think about a brighter future ahead, because we're gonna get out of this, and we are gonna get out of this. And when we do, well, I hope the world rethinks of everything they took for granted and treat things in a better fashion coming forward. That's my thought.
I know we have a lot of people agree with you. A lot of people will nod their heads. And a lot of people will say, Julian and Dr. Paul, they were right. But here's what I truly want. I want them to actually put it into action. Right?
Absolutely.
Because they can agree. We know people could agree. But if they don't do, then we fall short and we fall backwards.
Exactly, and each one of us has to take that step. They say, it takes a village to do this, to do that. Well, consider yourself your own personal village. Start with yourself, and then help someone else.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julian. I'll let you go, and you be home to take care of your family, take care of your loved ones, take care of yourself. Julian, I'll be in contact with you always. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and stay positive like we always will and do. And I'd like to tell everybody thank you. Thank everyone for Julian for listening to us and watching us. And then follow him up on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and listen to his music, because I know I have, and I've known him for years, and I'm glad he's a great brother of mine. Thank you so much, Julian.
Thank you, Doctor.